Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Uh, this hero isn't the pair. Let me just explain how I got this trade on Euro SND. Although I couldn't take the trade because it came to entry uh, at market opening, I think on Monday. So there was spray, so the order was not activated. Didn't activate rather. So it sniped the entry, so the order couldn't activate because of this white spread at the market opening. But let me just take you through how I got this setup. Now, just the normal thing. So I went to daily time frame. So on daily time frame, oh, what's happening? I think network. Okay. Yeah, on daily time frame, I saw this. I think I have to clear the chat so that you see it clearly from me. Yeah. So on the daily time frame, I have this uh apex rejection, this resistance. Now, price was rejecting from here. Can you see? Yeah. Price was rejecting from here, and then the next thing to do is to what? Go to 4 hours time frame for a breakout. Daily reject daily. Now go to 4 hours time frame for a breakout. Now on 4 hours time frame, now I have my breakout here. Can you see? There is a breakout here, and if you like, you can mark here also as your breakout. Okay, we have a break of structure. Can you see? So we have a break of structure here. Then after the break of structure, what you have to do is to what? Just mark the apex as your entry, right? But in this case, I marked the QM for my entry. And why did I mark the QM? If you go back to daily time frame, if you go back to daily time, you discover that okay, yeah, there is uh another resistance level that has been formed on daily time frame. So that was the resistance that I marked, and then on 4 hours, I think it was a QM on 4 hours. When you okay, yeah, it was a QM, an OCL on 4 hours rather. So and I refined it to that QM level. So I refined it to this QM level. So that was the reason why it sniped so much. Do you get it now? So now daily reject daily, I have an H4 breakout, right? We have with that our 4 hours time frame. We have a breakout on 4 hours time frame, and then after the breakout on 4 hours time frame, what do? You mark your apex as your entry, and then we have liquidity present also. So that makes the setup uh a high probability setup. Do you get it now? So we have uh a liquidity here. So you can call it structural liquidity if you like. So after you sweep, like you sweep a break, right? And then you have your first pullback, more or less like a structural liquidity here. And then price came to the entry, to the apex here, to peak. Remember, we picked our key level, our entry level from a daily time frame. It was a daily time, so it was in alignment with daily time frame key level. So that was the reason why I picked here as my entry. I think when I was targeting uh, another key level on daily time frame. So it's more like an obstacle also on daily time frame. Yeah. So I was targeting here, this level here, because this is also a support level. Price might start rejecting from there, and you could see the immediately price got to do that zone. Price starts rejecting. So immediately price uh got to that zone. Price started rejecting. So that was the reason why I marked that place uh as my point where I will leave the trade. So that was my target. That was my target on this trade. But unfortunately, I couldn't enter this trade because of the market opening, because of the spread at the market opening. I dropped it in uh, one of the WhatsApp group. So that was all about this trade. Daily reject daily H4 break, and then we have our apex entry. So just same thing over and over again. I think I have a setup here also. I could remember I dropped all this setup in the group, in the WhatsApp group. Just same thing. There was a rejection from daily time frame. here, this particular setup here, there was a rejection from daily time frame, and then I have a breakout here on 4 hours time frame. Can you see this breakout here? This buy to sell candle. So I have a breakout here on 4 hours time frame. Immediately I have this breakout on 4 hours time frame. You could see that this was the first pullback. This was the first pullback that price did, right? Can you see? Can you see? So I have a first pullback, and then price gave us a double break of structure. We have a first break, we have a second break. Can you see? So that's the second model entry. If you watch my previous video, you see those models there, the first model and the second model, and then price came to the apex entry. Can you see? That was where price starts rejected from there also. So and then before this this setup, so if I you can even, this is the first entry here, this is an entry here, and then this is another entry here again. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So and then there's another setup here also. Yeah, this particular sale that was coming from this particular zone here, I dropped it also on a WhatsApp group there. So immediately I saw this rejection, and then I saw a sweep. There was a sweep here, there was a break, and then we have a break of structure. We have a break of structure here to the downside, and then another break of structure also. Can you see? So immediately we have this two break of structure, and then immediately I saw price coming back, I know this place will serve as area of liquidity. So that's an inducement to this point here. I marked his zone here. I think it was this QM, and it was a daily level also. If you check daily, let's check daily and see. It was a key. It was a daily level on daily. So that was where price peaked from. So can you see? It was a daily level. Can you see? It was an SBR on daily. So that was how I got the uh those sales entry. So it's just same thing over and over again. Daily reject daily, following the time frame alignment. Daily reject daily. From this setup, daily reject daily, and then we have a breakout. We have a breakout here. This is the breakout here. We have a breakout here on 4 hours time frame. Maybe we have a breakout on 4 hours time frame. And then we have this little pullback that will serve as our liquidity, and then price came back to the apex. Always take your entry from the apex. Is very, very important. It's very, very important. You get it? The only scenario whereby you might not take your entry from the apex is if you have a key level, probably from the daily time frame, that is aligning with a 4 hours key level. Probably is as aligning with, probably uh like this now. It was actually aligning with this OCL, but I just make a little refinement. In fact, it almost miss. Can you see that it almost missed the entry? So in a scenario whereby you have a daily key level aligning with 4 hours key level, and it might be a QM. So in that kind of scenario, you can just mark that your QM, since it's aligning with daily key level. But if it's not in alignment with daily key level, and then you have a 4 hours apex, it's very, very advisable to pick your entry from the apex. From that apex, it can be the A level, it can be the V level. It's always advisable to pick your entry at the apex. Now look at this buy that is coming from this from, you could see that is from this from the apex. So that's why it's very, very important to pick your entry level from the apex. So can you see? So that's one of the advantage of picking. Now let me look at this buy structure now. Look at where this buy is coming from now. Look at this. We have a sweep, right? Look at this sweep of liquidity. Look at this sweep. We have a sweep here. We have a break of structure. Can you see? This is a buy to second. We have a break, right? So just same thing over and over again. We have a break of structure, the first break, and then the second break. Let me just mark this place as the second break of structure. Can you see? We have the second break of structure here. Can you see? Now, and what did price do? Can you see? That was the last. This is the last eye, right? This is the last eye. And then price came back, turned this to a structural liquidity, and came back to the extreme zone and picked from here and started buying. Can you see? So same scenario on sale is same scenario on buy also. We have a sweep break, double break of structure, and then we have this as structural liquidity here. We have this as a liquidity to that to this zone here. Can you see? Can you see? So we have a sweep here. We have a break of structure, the first break of structure, the second break of structure, and then These are structural liquidity, and then price came to the structural liquidity. Can you see? So same thing on this sell scenario also. We have a rejection from this daily key level here. This is a higher time frame key level. After this rejection, we have a break of structure here. Can you see the break of structure? We have a break here. Then after the break, we have this what? We have this pullback, which serves as our liquidity, and then price came back to the apex and then sold off. Can you see? Now, same thing here also, as I was explaining, we have a rejection from here. It was a daily time frame key level, this particular key level. It was a daily time frame key level. After this rejection, we have what? We have a breakout on 4 hours time frame here. Can you see the breakout here? Now, after this breakout, we have the first breakout. We have the second breakout here. Now, and then price came back to the apex, right? Can you see? Price came back to the apex. First break, second break, price came back to the apex. Look at this buy also. Immediately we have a sweep here. We have a sweep here. We have the first break, we have the second break. Price came back to the apex using the first pullback as the liquidity. Same thing here also. Same thing here also. So just same thing over and over again. You can just give the video a like and share with others so that others can benefit from this video. So following the time frame alignment, you are marking your key level. If price is rejecting from the daily level, you watch your 4 hours time frame for a breakout. Do you get it now? For a breakout, and then you pick your entry from the apex level. But if you are marking your weekly level as your key level, like price is rejecting from weekly, so you look for your breakout on daily time frame, and then if you look for your breakout on daily time frame, you can pick your entry from daily time frame if you can afford it, or you go to 4 hours time frame to pick your entry, and like that. So that's following what the time frame alignment. But if you're now, let's take for instance you are picking a rejection from 4 hours time frame, for instance. Now let me show you something. If you're picking a 4 hours time frame as a key level, now let me use this as an example. You see that everything is just the same. Just follow the time frame alignment. Same thing all over and over again. Do you get it now? Now let's start this storyline now from this 4 hours time frame. Now we discovered that price is rejecting from this 4 hours time frame. Can you see? We have price rejecting from here, right? Now what are we going to do? Following the time frame alignment, if you are marking 4 hours level for your time frame, for your key level, now you go to what? To 1 hour time frame for a breakout. Note, if you're marking 4 hours as your key level, you go to 1 hour for a breakout, and then you go to 15 minutes for what? For your entry. Now, since we are marking 4 hours as our key level, what we're going to do? Go to what? 1 hour for a breakout. 1 hour for a breakout. Now let's check if we have a breakout on 1 hour. Now we have a breakout. This is the breakout on 1 hour. We have a breakout here on 1 hour. Can you see? We have a breakout here on 1 hour. Can you see? Now, with this breakout on 1 hour, we have this first pullback. Can you see? As our liquidity. So I'll mark it as my liquidity. So that's my first pullback. So that's my liquidity here. Can you see? I have my liquidity here. So I have my first break of structure. I have my second break of structure. Can you see? This is the second break of structure. Can you see it clearly here? Can you see it? So we have first break and second break of structure. Now, where am I going to pick my entry? Now this a whole lot of other block here. Can you see? And I don't have I will have marked this apex, but this resistance is not giving me the kind of resistance I'm looking for. So what do you need to do? I think if you just go to probably 30-minute time frame or 15-minute time frame and check if you can see probably maybe something interesting. Okay, I think there's something here. There's something here. So let me just follow the normal time frame alignment. So from 1 hour, I should go down to 15 minutes, right? Going to 15-minute time frame. Let's see if we can see something. Yeah, okay. There's something here. Now look at this OCL. I mean, sorry, this screen. So marking this claim now, you discover that this claim will be in alignment with uh that level. It will be in alignment. Now, can you see it now? So can you see? In fact, it sniped the entry. Can you see? And then it's sold off from there. Can you see? It's sold off from there. Now, just following the time frame alignment. Can you see? Just following the time frame alignment. H4 reject H4, 4 hours reject 4 hours. Let's go back to 4 hours time so that I can explain again. Now we have 4 hours rejecting 4 hours, and then we go to our 1 hour time frame for a breakout, right? Can you see? Can you see? Now we have uh can you see 1 hour, I mean 4 hours rejecting 4 hours, right? And then we go to 1 hour time frame for a breakout. Now we have our breakout here. This is our breakout here. Mainly we have our breakout here on this 1 hour time frame. So we have first breakout here, second breakout here. Can you see? Second breakout here, can you see? And then this is our structural liquidity, the first pullback. And then I say after 1 hour time frame, you go to 15-minute time frame. That's the time frame alignment. So from 15-minute time frame, we're able to pick our entry since we cannot mark the whole other block there as our uh entry. So that was the reason why we came down to 15-minute time frame. And on 15-minute time frame, we were able to see a QM there, and then liquidity resting very close to it also. So that was the reason why I marked the 15-minute, and then price sold off from there. So that's just the time frame alignment. You could see that same thing over and over again. So far, your time frame alignment is correct. Just same thing over again. So just have this at the back of our mind, at the back of your mind. The time frame alignment, daily rejecting daily H4 breakout, 1 hour entry. You can even take your entry at 4 hours also, or if you're taking your higher time frame key level from 4 hours time frame. So 4 hours rejecting 4 hours, you go for to 1 hour's time frame for a breakout, and then after going to 1 hour for a breakout, and then you can take your entry from 15 minutes time frame, and that's that about that. But if you are picking 2 hours time frame for your key level, that I think that's the lowest you can go. That's the lowest I go. That's the lowest you can go. Picking 2 hours time frame for your key level, you go to 30 minutes time frame for a breakout, you go to 5 minutes for your entry. If you are picking 1 hour uh as your key level, you go to 15 minutes for your breakout, go to 5 minutes for your entry. So that's the time frame alignment. So I hope you like this video. I hope this video you gain one or two things from this video. You can give this video a like and share so that other people can benefit from it. Thank you very much.